Are you looking to learn more about meshing wool fibers and colors? If so, then you're on the right video, because today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know and more. And welcome to today's video, Meshing Wool Fibers and Colors. My name is Iceland, and on this channel, Snowflake Forest Felting, I share needle felting videos, have needle felting tutorials, and share product reviews from time to time. So if you're new and this interests you, please consider subscribing. And if you want to know more about anything you see here on this channel, be sure and check the links down in the description below this video, or leave a comment. I'd love to connect with you there. So today I wanted to share more with you about meshing wool fibers and colors. This is a technique that I have used in numerous creations. You can see one of them here, right here behind me. The seahorse is a mesh of colors, along with a lot of the needle felted balls that I have made. And then a few other creations that I have used this technique on have been butterfly wings, the mushroom cap, and even the octopus. And you will also see me use this technique in videos that I have coming up, so make sure you're subscribed and your bell notifications are on so you don't miss out when I upload. And I wanted to mention here really quick before we get into the video, please share this video as with all my videos where you can if you find it helpful and you think someone else might too. And if you want to know more about anything you see here on this channel, be sure and check the links down in the description below this video. You can learn more there. Now let's get to talking about wool. Okay, so here you can see I have two types of wool, wool roving and wool batting. These are two great types of wool to make most of your felted creations with. A couple differences between these two. Wool roving is combed wool and the wool fibers are longer. You pull them apart, you can see they just are super long and all going in the same direction. Whereas the wool batting, the fibers are shorter and going in multiple different directions. The type of wool you use also depends on the breed of sheep that it came from, and that also can depend on how smooth or how coarse it is. And so different types of wool, when felted, and depending on the type of needle you use with it, they're going to create a different desired effect. So you can see here when I made this pineapple, using this gold was a great fiber to use for making the lines because it's already going in that direction. And then you can see here on the fox, this is all made with wool batting. And so it has a different look when felted compared to the wool roving. So then if you're wanting to blend fibers to create your own colors or for a different type of texture, this is what you're going to want to know. So let's start with the wool roving. If you're going to blend these two colors, maybe you want a brighter golden color or a darker yellow cream color, you could do that. Or if you were even like transitioning from these colors and you wanted to create a softer color between the two to make a more smoother look, you would use this technique. So when you're blending wool roving, you're just going to be pulling it apart. You take an amount of each color. If you want it heavier on one color, then you would use more of it. Just totally depends on the color you're looking for. And as you can see, as I'm pulling it apart, and wool roving, in my opinion, is a little harder to get blended because it's already combed and it's so straight. And this is really, really hard to get a really fine, nicely blended color. If you don't do it enough, when you just start to get it felted, you can see here as I ball it, you're going to get just more a spotted, streaky look. So you're really going to have to work hard. Like I have been working on this blend for quite a while, just back and forth, back and forth. And then you can even just pull it out and lay pieces on top of each other. Get them all spread out and alternate between the light yellow and the gold, or whatever colors you're using. This is going to make it a little harder to felt, and it'll look like you have more wool because it'll be all pulled apart. But once you do start to get it, you'll have created a completely new color. And just doing that can make your creations look way more realistic, going from color to color and having a transition color like that. So next, let's say you wanted to make a really fun colored felted soap and you want to use a little bit of roving and batting. I think this is a really fun idea because you can leave the colors more chunky and the wool roving does start to kind of collect around a little cobwebby like the wool batting pieces, and that will help make felted soap a lot easier than if you're just trying to make felted soap out of wool batting or wool roving. This is going to take even longer to blend, pulling apart, to get a completely new and smooth color. So that's mixing the two together. Now let's say you just wanted to mix some wool batting. Again, you guys, I have used this technique on a lot of my creations, like I was mentioning in the beginning. So here I've taken the color combo that I want. I'm going to make a ball or a palm or something. And I just don't want it to be chunky like this, where then you don't even really see colors when you start to like felt it into a ball, where you really want to get a combination of all the colors at once. So I use pretty much the same technique. I pull the wool apart, get tiny little pieces, pull it multiple colors at once, and then I just continue this process until it is as felted as I want it. You'll find the more you felt, the more you'll want to create your own custom colors by meshing and mixing colors. Your items will look more real. You can do a fun bright color combo, take purples and teals and pinks and reds, pull them apart just like so. Sometimes just prepping the wool will make that much more of a difference in how your project turns out. Needle felting is a craft, and most crafts take time and patience. It truly is a labor of love and art. See, look how fun and bright and colorful that's looking. Just perfect for some felted soap or balls or flowers or palms. Hang a fun garland in all these colors. And don't forget, I have stuff like all that listed in my Etsy shop. If you want to check it out, the link is down in the description below. You can see more there. And now you can see how much more meshed this is than it was before. This is also a really fun thing to do if you're making felt dryer balls. You'll want fun colors to go with the different colors of clothes you're drying, just to change it up from the bone color. I'm gonna mix some dark and light blue and make my own custom blue color. Maybe I want to use this on an octopus or a seahorse. Just take a bit of each and start that process of blending the two. See there, that's not really blended. Do this for a little while longer. Alright, and look at that. I have almost begun to create a completely different color, and you can't even tell that there was two. This was the original blue, and this was the lighter blue. Almost seamless color transition. Just a nice darker shade now. So there you can see the difference between blending really well to not as much blending, and then even with the different fibers. And again, so many different reasons you may want to mesh your wool fibers and colors. Alright, that's it. That's everything you need to know about meshing wool colors. I hope you learned something new today. If you did, please be sure and give this video a thumbs up. Share this video where you can, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And if there's something you'd like to see me felt next, drop it down in the comments below. I might just make it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy felting!